Hey everybody, Smoking Jay with SDN Hub. I got my compadres with me, Salty Sniper and Quasi 91, and we are going to go into more information and details about Maximum Football. I can call it 23 now. What we're going to go into right now is we're going to talk about physics in this game being physics based and ultimately being the first physics-based football game that we've had since when, guys? Since
Backbreaker. I gotta say Backbreaker, right?
not a little bit. I would say Backbreaker came before the Ignite engine.
Yeah.
So let's see. We've had Ignite.
The last one, if you want to go to the last one on the Ignite football-wise, is going to be Madden 16, I believe. I want to check my information.
I think you're correct. I think 17th might have been the last.
Because that's the one with AB on it.
And I'm 100% sure that the college football games were on the Ignite engine. They never made it to the Frostbite.
No, sir. The last college game was NCAA 14.
Yeah, so it was definitely on the prior engine. But guys, you got any share your thoughts on finally having a game kind of in the realm of 2K and Backbreaker that's going to be based in physics and what that actually takes out of the game and what it adds to the game.
Well, I'm gonna let Salty go first a little bit before I speak my piece on this, since he's been quiet this whole time. Go ahead, Salty.
Yeah, that's cool. I actually have the gameplay trailer that was released to us a few weeks ago.
Yes.
And I'm just kind of watching over here, like just little stuff like the linemen are picking up blocks. You can juke in and out of cuts. Like, you have so much more control over a player than, say, Madden. Like, if you throw the ball somewhere in Madden, you're just chalking it up to an animation pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
How many times you hear
Where-
I didn't animate?
Yeah, I didn't animate, man. Good game. Madden beat me. But no, I mean, from the trailer, the throwing, everything from the throwing to the running on offense looks very smooth. And like we always say, the game is really built in the trenches, and that looks like to be the best part of the game from what I can tell in the trailer.
Oh yeah. And what I like to say, they bought the motion cap outfits. They're not outfits, suits.
There we go. Outfits. I'm gonna walk out in my mocap suit today, boys.
Yeah, because you do need some level of animations in a game. And what I like is they got these suits to record, all these new animations for every position, but that's not the basis of the game. It's just to make it, to give you the immersion of the game. So
it's not built on solely animation.
No.
Yes, exactly. Because as you can see, it seems like what people are going to have to get used to with it being physics-based and skill-based. Like you see in some of those catches where the receiver's like catching that ball and he's moving immediately. Where in Madden, I don't think people even notice it now. It seems like the game almost kind of like slows down.
It does.
Like that football.
It does.
Yeah, the football gets there and a whole bunch. That's that. I hate to say it's like that's kind of like grained in everybody's head for playing the same title for so long.
If you slow down, and I don't know if we can figure this out, but I'm gonna try to. If you could slow down the trailer, the instant replays for a Madden catch and any catch, it could be wide open or contested. What's gonna happen is the ball is gonna be flowing in free motion, and then all of a sudden it's going to warp to the player's hands. Right? It's not natural. Not a natural grabbing sequence. But if you do the same for Maximum Football, it's literally fluid. It's all one motion. It's not, you don't get this weird warp ball animation, and it looks beautiful. And
and also, but I mean, on the positive, like that's on the positive side. Now on the negative side, also, certain things might look a little bit janky. You know what I mean? Because you're having to time up a catch, or I hate to say it, like a instant catch animation where it's like blend, you know what I mean, with the physics and everything, where sometimes it is going to look a little bit wonky.
It's going to go from the brainwashing we see to just hitting a button to catch a ball to actually timing and everything. And it's not going to be an animation, so it's going to look a bit like you say, wonky. But this is what I want people to pay attention to, and this is what I feel everybody's going to cry about. And it's not even going to be that; it's going to be the body types along with it, because everybody's used to seeing either really fat as a lineman or sleek or tall as an athletic player. In this game, each position has different body types. You can tell the difference. So when they collide or when they catch or whatever, it's going to look completely different than anything you've ever seen before in a football game.
Yeah, well, I think the closest thing you can compare it to is 2K.
Are we talking 2K8?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
yeah.
Specifically, like the line play, like in a video that we put out, I think last week, I showed some slowed down views of the actual line play, and you can kind of see the physics taking place there with the linemen with the push and pull action.
Wait, it's the best line play I've seen since you brought it up 2K8, and I think not only the physics go into play, but the D penetration. That's the word that they decided to go with.
Hide your wife, hide your kids.
Deep penetration's coming to town. But you can tell, because if you load up Madden, people's arms and legs go through each other. We've even seen the ball literally go through the hand. So it's gonna be refreshing. Go ahead, Kyle.
I didn't have anything to say. I was just laughing about the fact that it can literally go through your head or your hand.
We've seen it.
You know.
How many times have we like? How the heck did he get an interception? And he literally goes through your whole body, like goes through your body to catch the ball.
Well, that's why I'm laughing, because it's true.
Now I might be like, here's just a little bit of a tangent, just to sprinkle some other things in. EA is making college football that's supposed to release in 2024.
Supposedly.
Okay, coming out. Now, think about this. Everybody remembers that game in all of its glory that was on a totally separate engine.
Night, baby.
So I don't know if EA, and there's no way that they've had the time to rebuild this engine from the from the ground up with all these promises that they're making. If you want to see about that, we put out a video about what EA's talking about doing. This is a now or never time, but I'm getting off topic. Do you think that the new college game is going to be as well received if it is on the same engine, the Frostbite engine?
Kyle, you go first, because I got a lot to say.
Well, I think it has been confirmed that they are using the same engine.
It's confirmed. Yeah. It's on the Frostbite. Yeah.
So, I mean, from what they are saying, it's going to have a different feel to it. Now, what that means, I don't know. But what I will say is it's EA, and I at this point, who knows, right?
Hey, to tell the truth, every year Madden has a different feel to it, and none of them have been good.
Here's the cold hard fucking truth of the whole thing, right? And I'm gonna be as blunt as I possibly can. Jay, we've had this conversation off camera a while ago, but when you try to fit 3 different game styles in a game, and I'm not saying that's what NCAA is doing. We don't know, right? But Madden, for the example, you have arcade, competitive, and sim. There's no dang old way you're going to have 3 different playing styles, air quote, in the same engine. It just doesn't work that way. You can't do it. So
I think it can be done. It just
not in a yearly game.
It has to be built from the ground up, and you have to actually take time to rewrite something and just not right. That's why this game has so many legacy issues. Like, I don't think they realize that they're so far down the rabbit hole that, like, to undo all that code and everything to make certain things right, it's just going to break something else. Like, their best idea is like what 2K actually did with wrestling. And they just said, hey, you know what? We're just going to take a year off and we need to clean this thing up. It's dirty.
Here's my thing. Why try to make sports games out of a shooter engine? An engine that was already hard to use other than the guys that made it.
You know, once again, just play devil's advocate. I do believe it can be done.
It can.
But it just takes time.
It's not a yearly cycle. No way.
But we just hope that Maximum Football can come and save us. We're ready, as Micah says all the time, we're ready to see bodies will collide with momentum, with velocity. We're ready to see that. We've seen enough of bodies colliding with animations and predetermined scripts.
Yeah, no, I don't want to ever say, well, my guy didn't animate when I played this game.
Is true. This is true. But we'll bring this to a close. Until next time, it's been Salty Sniper, your boy Quasi, and myself, Smoking Jay, and we will see you around the hub.
Hey!